there's been a ton of interest in folks wanting to get their stock radio redone. And I'm going to just go out on a limb here and assume that if you've still got your stock radio in your car, you probably still have your stock speakers. Ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel. So, as the title of the video states, I'm on a little bit of a quest to improve my music listening in the old 91 red vert. In order to do that, I am going to go in a few different stages, okay? Right now, I have stock speakers in the back, I have stock speakers up in the dash, and I have some old that were laying around, whatever they are, 5 1/4 inch door speakers. I think they're a Pioneer that I've put in the doors, okay? And my sound quality is not, it's 90s, let's just say that, and not aftermarket by any means. It's iffy. So I'm on a quest to improve that, and I have some products here that we're gonna be putting in the car today to try and work around that a little bit, or at least see if they do. This is more of a test than anything, but it's just stage one of potentially further improvements if this doesn't help. But to start today's video off, I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of an update on a few things I've been horsing around with and haven't got on film. So this car, it's an air conditioning car. It didn't blow cold when I got it. Now, this is the first air conditioning Fox I've ever had. I've had 3, in case anyone's ever wondering. My green coupe was my first one, and then I had a red LX hatch, to which I don't even know if I might have just drove that car home. That was it. It was literally a parts car, but it was a bare bones car. No, pardon me, it wasn't. It had power windows in it, and that's how this car got power windows, but didn't have air or any of that fancy stuff. So this vert is my first car with air conditioning, and I'm kind of figuring out as I go. Now, I was fortunate enough, and I thought I was actually really lucky. I got the system charged and it blew cold. I thought it was in the clear. Turns out that's not the case for me. I've got leaks somewhere, because all of a sudden, a week beyond when I got it charged, no more cold air. So I figured, well, I'll order a seal kit for it and go through the seals on the car. I get this dusty old kit that, I mean, Lord only knows how long this thing's been sitting on a shelf for, but anyway, the seals seem good. They're pliable, rubber seals, right? And they give you a handful of these spring, heck, I don't even know what they're called. They're like a spring seal for your, the push together lines. And full disclosure here, guys, I'm actually by no means an AC expert. I'm probably one of the dumbest people on planet Earth when it comes to AC. I know nothing about it, so I'm learning as I go. Anyway, get this seal kit. I'm gonna go around the car and start changing seals. For any of you that have ever farted around changing these seals, in particular, what goes into the evaporator on the firewall, just for those that don't know about this, I'll show you here quick. So this line up top and this line down below. Now this line up top's a breeze. I mean, you just spin this nut off. It's kind of a flared coupling in there. This guy underneath, I am here to tell you, I literally spent a total over 3 days, I hate to admit this, but like probably the better part of 12 hours trying to get that line loose. I can't even begin to tell you what type of a pain in the you-know-what this was. Now, thank you to a couple of really good buddies of mine. Dean, you know who you are, bud, and Mike. Now, Mike's local with me here. He's a fellow that I've met actually kind of through the channel, and then ran into him in town here. Great dude. He was giving me some advice over the phone, and then he actually popped by today, and we were trying everything. I think he thought we were as hooped as I thought I was, and lo and behold, I'll show you here. There's these, oh, there's all different kinds of release clips. I mean, this is just one set that I was using. I got a set of like plier style, and anyway, we were using this green guy, and it wasn't until we wrapped electrical tape around it, it was like just a Hail Mary last ditch effort. We threw some electrical tape around it and got it around there and got that thing to pop. But I'm telling you guys, like, I sat there for hours, like wiggling it, hitting it with penetrating fluid, wiggle, twist, like pull. Crazy. For any of you that have done it out there, I know you're probably howling right now. Most people cut that off and just delete their air conditioning altogether. I think it's probably because of that spring lock in there. Like, what a disaster. Anyway, that's enough about that. Trying to think anything else I've been horsing around with. Not really. That's kind of been it. That and this stereo stuff's been on my brain. So anyway, I'll get you into that now. So what I've done is I've placed a little order on good old-fashioned Amazon. So I'm by no means dealing with the highest end of gear here, but I bought some speakers. Literally for these two sets, I'm probably like 80 bucks. Okay. So now don't judge me on the name brand or anything here, but it's not about the name brand. I'm literally just going from the paper style, well, it was Ford's premium speaker in the day, but the paper style speakers to like something a little better. Okay. So these guys are going in the back. Okay. Again, I don't know, probably not the most top shelf quality, but I think they're definitely a step up from what I'm dealing with. Okay. And then similarly, we got these little 3.5s to go up front. So now what I wanted to do is drag you guys along for this little test. I'm going to get you in the car with me. We're going to turn on the stereo. I'll show you what it sounds like in the current format. Do a little time lapse. I'll flip these speakers over to these new ones, old to new, and I'll jump you back in here with me and see if we got any better. And now I'll probably also explain a lot of the reason I wanted to do this was because there's been a ton of interest in folks wanting to get their stock radio redone. And I'm going to just go out on a limb here and assume that if you've still got your stock radio in your car, you probably still have your stock speakers. And maybe this will help some of you out there that want to go and speak to Todd Lane, to which I've spoken with a lot of you. I got a lot of you guys connected with Todd, which is great. Todd's ecstatic about it all. Oh, and before I forget, for those of you that are asking me about Todd being able to do like 93 and up, the more digital style radios without the dials, he can do those too. I think he can even do the next generation beyond that. I mean, Todd's pretty good at what he does. So yeah, I figured this would help some of you guys out, possibly. I mean, if I get any better sound. If not, I blew 80 bucks and well, I'm the dummy. But I'll be the test dummy for you guys. Okay, that little beep was Bluetooth connecting. Here we go. Okay, so pardon the music, guys. I gotta use these non-copyrighted tunes. But not the best, and I think you can probably pick up on that. I'm hoping these speakers are gonna help move things in the right direction, but yeah, that's, I don't know, about a little over half volume, a little bit of tuning, a little bit beyond half bass, full treble, middle balance, middle fade, and that's the sound you get. So all right, stand by. We'll get these speakers flipped over, see if we got any improvement. Okay guys, we're installed. Not that you can see anything, but you seen me do it. So we're all installed, new speakers, moment of truth, okay? So let's get this guy on. Okay, we're on radio. Okay, we are connected. I'm gonna rewind this song for you so we can play the same one and check the sound. Here we go. Okay guys, I won't torture you anymore with the song, but I'm gonna say that we have definitely improved the sound. So yeah, verdict is in. The speaker replacement definitely helped this situation out. Right, okay guys, so final verdict. Speakers, stock speakers suck. Like these, well, there's the 5x7s that came out of the back. Definitely these front guys are just, I mean, absolute trash. But you know what? I mean, that was kind of, I don't, well, no, you could get better speakers in the 90s, let's be honest. You can't see much on that one. I've done this in one of the other videos, but you can't see much on this either. But that little sticker there does say premium speaker. Ford's idea of premium in 91 apparently. So yeah, I don't know, I guess I hope that helps some of you guys out there. Those of you that are going down the Todd Lane Road and getting Bluetooth put in your stock stereo, if you're still rocking these stock speakers, there is hope. Pull them. Now in this case, I may as well, I'm not endorsing this company by any means. Funny enough, little side story. So the brand of these speakers, back in my teenage days, this was actually in the coupe. Actually, I think it was even before the coupe. I had a, it was an 88 Ford Ranger, two-wheel drive extended cab, 5-speed, first rig, you know, cool as all cool can be in that truck. No, it's not. For any of my buddies that are watching, you know that was a terrible pickup. Whatever, it got me from A to B. But I bought, now this is the name of the company of these speakers that I just put in this car, Pyle, okay, P-Y-L-E. Looks to me, I think at the time when I bought, so sorry, I'm all over the place here, but I bought a Pyle 10-inch subwoofer, and I mean that thing got, I built, I don't know how many different speaker boxes for it. One that was huge, like, anyway, story for another time. But I bought a Pyle sub. It was like 100, maybe a little over $100, and that was a lot of money for me at the time. Now, somewhere, I think in my mom's basement, that old subwoofer still exists, and man, I put it through a lot. Well, here I am buying speakers off of Amazon that are Pyle, P-Y-L-E. And like I say, $80, maybe even less, for a couple of these 5x7s and a couple of 3.5s. Yeah, not much for packaging, at least in these 3.5s. A little fancier in the 5x7s, but cardboard, whatever, brown cardboard, corrugated material. Yeah, they sound not bad. They're like I say, they're a definite upgrade from these Ford premium paper speakers. So yeah, you can spice it up, guys. Now next stage is, I got it sitting right here. I don't know if you can see this or not. Nothing says 90s like a 10-inch, no, I think that's an 8-inch bazooka tube. Right? Anyone that was in the, well, even 80s, like these bazooka tubes, they were a hot little topic because they fit in tight spaces. And I horsed around with that just to see if I could get it to work. It flashes on, but it's kicked into fault mode. Now I had that thing in my side-by-side. Yeah, whatever, again, another story, but I beat the heck out of that thing. I mean, it it's seen a lot of mud, seen a lot of water, seen a lot of trees, seen everything. Probably why it's in fault mode, to be honest with you. But I was hoping to put that in the back of this car, just to, again, get a little more bump in her, right? And anyway, the old bazooka tube, she's seen a better day. It's not going to happen. So I'm on the hunt for another one. I mean, I'm not necessarily trying to like really cheap out on this car, but just little things to kind of spice it up a bit and stay within this sort of stock format that I'm going down, right? Just nice little subtle tweaks to it. So yeah, I'm gonna tackle that next. Maybe put a little bit of a subwoofer back there, probably something along the lines of a good old-fashioned 90s bazooka tube, but I gotta find one. I think that's it for now, guys. So coming up, I'm gonna be tackling these decals. I gotta get the Mustang GT decals put on this car. I think the last video you guys would have saw, or one of, I got the Mustang T decals. And anyway, LMR, as I mentioned, came through. Boom, brand new set of decals. Had them in like 3 days, way up here in the Great White North. Thanks LMR if you're watching. You guys are solid outfit. You rock. And no charge. I talked to them and boom, they sent them up. So thanks guys, appreciate that. So that'll be coming up. Not a rocket science video by any means, but I don't know, for any of you that are replacing your decals and you want to see how to get them on there straight, I'll maybe give you some tips and tricks there. So thanks for tagging along, guys. Appreciate it. I hope this video helps you. Share it far and wide. I'm hoping to help as many of the Mustang community that I can with these videos. So yeah, that helps the channel and helps those folks too, and yeah, just builds this little community we got going. So and like I always say, very grateful to be part of it, guys. So thanks for watching, appreciate it, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye for now.